How you doing? I'm going to start doing my electrics, and this is one of the fiddliest jobs that you'll ever do on any musical instrument. What I've got here are my pots. There's obviously the dials that turn, and I've got to connect all of those in the correct sequence. I've taken a box and just punched some holes into it. I traced out the spacing of the holes on the top of my bass, so I've got them lined up and spaced about the correct placement apart, including the jack around the side where that will be my side input. I won't film all of this, by the way. This will just be an intro, otherwise it'll just be me sitting here making solder, smoking, occasionally swearing when I burn myself. So a lot of this stuff I ordered from Stuart McDonald online. I've got 2 lengths of 12 inches black and white. This is the pushback style cloth covered wire for soldering, and it's pre-tinned. It's sort of covered in a solder like substance already. But the good stuff about this is you don't have to strip away the plastic coating. You just push back, solder where you need to, and then the cloth will cover back down to there. So I've got a black and a white, so I'll use that as my ground and hot. These are my tone caps. These are orange drop 47 tone caps, pretty standard in bass, jazz bass in particular. I bought a couple just in case I screwed one up. That's really about it. So now I just got to very carefully go through and solder all of the wiring together, and then basically drop it straight into the bass. I've laid this out as evenly as possible, so I should be able to just drop them straight into the rear cavity and they should line up perfectly. Alright, cheers, we'll see you soon. How you doing? Late at night, so we're being quiet. I've finished the controls for the bass and I've got those installed. I haven't put the output jack through yet though, and I obviously haven't installed the pickups yet either. That will be done tomorrow. I'm just doing a couple of last minute touches up. I have installed the strap buttons, which I actually had to drill the holes for those that had all arrived solid. So I've installed those. These are the Dunlop strap locks, which I've always used, except these are in black, so I had to buy those separately. I thought I might just quickly take you through some of the hardware I'm going to be using on here as well, just since I've got a few minutes to kill. Like I said the other day, I'm using all black hardware. So this is the Babiz bridge that I'm going to be using. These are kind of the modern update of the badass idea that stems from the 70s. These things are fairly lightweight, but they're really solid, and they have an incredible amount of contact made with the base of it the whole time. Usually when a bridge lifts up, you've only got a couple of legs that are making contact, and you lose a lot of your vibration. These things have a solid base that makes contact the whole time, and it is actually a perfect retrofit for all the Fender styles. So these are really, really nice. I've been thinking about these for a while, so this is the first time I've been able to use one now, so I'll keep you posted on how it sounds. But I think they're a really, really nice idea. That's my string tree that I'll be using on the headstock of the neck. I've kind of got a little tired of the large, round Fender style ones. I wanted something with a much smaller footprint. So this is a roller string tree. The strings actually roll under there and moves a lot smoother. So it also takes up a lot less space on the headstock, which I think will be nice. My pickups are going to be DiMarzio Ultra Jazz. I've got these in one of my other jazz basses as well, and they're really nice. They're actually a dual coil pickup. So you've got a coil that runs under the E and A strings, and another one that runs under the D and G strings. So they have a single coil sound, but you get much less of the single coil hum that is always. So of all the single coil pickups that I've ever used, these are the quietest as far as the hum goes, and they sound really, really nice. So I decided to stick with those ones. I like those. Machine heads. For the first time ever, I'm using a Hipshot D tuner. This goes in place of my E string machine head. and it's got a lever on it where you can drop your E straight down to a low D. They've been around for years, people have been using them for decades, but I've never actually owned one, so I thought it might be nice to try one out. It'd be handy. Now that I've got it, I'll probably actually start using it a fair bit. And then you've got your standard pitch shot. They come in a set of 4, so I'll have a spare. These are the ultralight tuners. They are, I probably should have opened those actually. Give me a sec. That's quite a small machine head. The usual Fender plates are about that big. They're quite large. These are very small. They weigh about a third of what a Fender style does. Much, much lighter. Really good, smooth, moving, solid. It feels tight and solid, which is what you want, but doesn't weigh anything, which is just brilliant. So over the next couple of days I'm going to start installing all of the bits and pieces. I have finished the neck, and there's your True Oil finish on it, and I've gone over it, rubbing it down with some 4-0 steel wool. It's a really, really fine steel wool that almost feels like mesh, and it just smooths out the surface really, really nicely. I've got one last coat on the fingerboard here, and I'll rub that down in the morning, and then I'll be ready to start installing all of the bits and pieces and the hardware and put it together. From there, all I'll need to do is install the pickups and then string it up and set it up. So I'll try and film a bit more as we go. I'm never really sure what I'm doing one day from the next, it depends on where I am, so we'll make it up as we go, okay? Cool. Thanks. See you later.